Okay, I'm en route. So what I believe when you're sadistic is the enjoyment and pleasure for watching someone try to escape your abuse, knowing that you're full-blown well that you're controlling any avenue they have for escaping their abuse to taunt them and keep them in it. So, being blacklisted from services. There we go. My phone's up this time. For being blacklisted from services, there's just so many parties involved in blocking my path. That's what I just want to show. Anyway, I'm en route. Kind of skipped. I've been waiting to get assisted.
Well, I'm about to let him know that I'm waiting. I'm working with somebody.
Oh, okay.
Okay. See all these things.
That's okay. Yeah, I went out to his car. Just give me a minute.
Okay. Is Miss Martha available?
She is not in right now.
Okay. What kind of assistance do you have? I'm in here. They allowed me to come in. I pay full rent, but I'm in a domestic violence crisis that involves the government. I informed them about. And they have blacklisted me from all domestic violence help and false arrests, and the teens just terrorize me with no consequences, period. So what can Martha do? Can she do anything to assist? Because they just, in every environment, they entice them to be conspirators.
I have no idea. You'll have to come back and talk to Miss Martha. She's at lunch right now. She should be back between like 3 and 3:30. I don't really know what time she left because I was already at lunch.
Okay, and I keep having repetitive problems with the water getting hot.
It's not hot right now. We had a boiler issue this weekend. So
Oh.
The boiler messed up. So we've got a plumber here now trying to get
Yeah,
the
they
boiler
said that it was an issue last time, and repetitively at all my living environments. This is some of the petty abuse the government. I'm not saying that they are causing any havoc here, but they typically do. Cause havoc at every location. It's pretty extreme. But anyway, so there you have a boiler issue. That's why the water's not getting hot.
They're working on it right now.
Okay.
The plumbers are here now working on it, so it could be done anytime. But yeah, if you need to talk to Miss Martha, you'll have to come back. Like I said, I wasn't here when she left for lunch, so I don't know what time she actually left. So I would say close to 3:30.
Okay. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Thanks. So there's security and they're guarding the representative. I didn't want to make it obvious. But here's the thing. There's security guarding a multitude of locations. McDonald's. Is someone so mentally unstable that they send their own security to enforce their crimes on other citizens? So they see he has a gun sitting in there. I just don't understand why security is guarding staff instead of the property. It just doesn't. Why would you sit in there and guard staff instead of the property? I thought you guarded all of it. There was not security here when I first came here, getting information and doing applications, coming back and forth. Then they told me that I couldn't live here because of something that happened on my record with the 911 abusive call. So then I started looking at this environment is highly, highly controlled. Highly, highly controlled. I was railroaded to live here. So I started looking at other environments. And then when I started looking at other environments, then they allowed me to stay here. So anyway, I don't know where all this weird security is. I mean, if someone's mentally unstable, having people guard security, they're his own security guard, my locations like our calling, McDonald's, restaurants. I'm backing out. Right here. She waited. They do this with their kids too. Why would you walk out in front of a car backing out with a child, as they've done years? Another car just did this. Another car just did it. I didn't have time to record. So what do I mean by the environment's highly controlled? We have the criminal trespass at Arbach. We have the scheme at New Birth. We have the scheme and the controlled Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship. The security guards, the police guard that church. See, what's going on is some churches have integrity and they don't want to be a part of these schemes. So they guard them and use intimidation and bullying mob-like mentality to enforce these churches conspire with their crimes. I have witnessed people that look like they're Secret Service guarding Tony Evans. Everyone knows that he has integrity, I think, for years of it. So then with people like that, they just bogart their way on his property and enforce criminal activity on his property, further enforcing crimes. So this is just getting out, letting your hair down, get out to try to pretend like you have a normal life. 2 cars at the gate. 2 cars blocked my path and got in the way, tried to scare me at the gate. At the gate. That's just it, at the gate. I hadn't went anywhere. I was still at the gate. I heard a multitude of people say, she complains all the time. So-and-so this, so-and-so. I have tried to get therapy. Police have removed me and prevented me from getting treatment to combat the trauma that I've experienced through their abuse. I've tried to get help. Tony Evans at his church has help, and police have been guarding his church for years. I came there 2018 and it was odd. And something had him spooked. He looked scared. I didn't know what was going on. But he tried to not be in the experience. He saw me crying. I cried to that church and told him the government was involved in my abuse and I feared my life. There was nothing that they can do along with any other party. They provided no assistance like no other location. I left still afraid for my life. So I have to commute. Because what they do is they have these dollar stores not have items that I came for on the shelves. They want to force me to go into bigger locations and get terrorized. So the dollar stores have not stocked their shelves like they have done years. And I tried to report, but I just don't think people believed it. That the power would be abused to this extreme, so I deleted the video. So they're trying to enforce that I go to a bigger store and get terrorized there. So I'm trying to go commute to another location and see how their shows look. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
You look like the person that I saw last time. I'm not sure. It's been a while back. But in October 2019, I came in and they told me the government is conspiring to 2018. The government is defrauding me out of funds. So when I came in October of 2018, I had a crisis and my food stamps were stolen, they told me, at this very location. Then they would not let me, they escorted me out when I tried to report that there was no way I could have spent the money because I was in jail on false charges. So there was no way I could have spent this money. And I was trying to inform them of that and they escorted me out and would not report the food stamp stolen. So now they have concocted that I did not spend the money off the card. But I came here and they told me the funds were stolen, so Health and Human Services can't get their story straight. So since it was at this location, are you able to tell me what happened? Because I went to another location and she didn't want me to see where it was abated or expunged. I can't remember what her verbiage was, but she said that it was taken off my card because I didn't spend it, and that was a blatant lie. So I'd like paperwork. I don't know why I would be deprived of evidence of this at a multitude of locations where I get defrauded out of funds.
Well, they cannot give you the information. They can show it to you, but they can't give it to you.
Okay, are they committing a crime and trying to not have evidence? That doesn't make sense.
No, it's just that because of the policy that we have to follow.
So they're saying that it's spent off the card, but don't want me to have evidence. Is that what's going on?
And you know how
I can see it, but they didn't show me any of it. She just showed me a little printout with two sentences on it. But here's the thing, the story changed because I came here and they told me that someone spent it off my card. And then it's like Health and Human Services can't get their life straight.
EBT? Oh, okay. Okay. He said you can call EBT.
I'm here because I'm trying to purposely expose criminal activity. This location told me that someone spent the money off my card and deprived me of the right to report that October of 2018. This very location right here.
That her money was disposed off her card.
Not disposed. You're not misunderstanding me. You can't hear me correctly. They told me that someone spent the money off my card in a crime. Right.
Okay,
but failed to let me report it and escorted me out, as well as a multitude of other locations I tried to report it to.
Okay, so did you hear me? I'm sorry you were talking, trying to take.
There's just so many interruptions. I didn't see you at this window earlier.
No, I was out there in the car doing all that paging.
Oh, okay.
What you mean, just the, where you
I ain't gonna take this long. Last time I came in.
Had benefits since August of 2021. So whatever benefits you had on that card, the state took it from you.
Okay, so what I was expressing is in 2019, So 2019, a crime was being committed that you guys would not refuse to allow me to report. I went to Gaston and tried to report it there, and they removed me. You told me I'm not being heard, ma'am. So at this location, they told me that someone stole them off my card in October of 2019 when I was in a crisis. October of 2018 when I was in a crisis. My bank also deprived me of funds in my account. I'm targeted by the government. So I've had to get a whole YouTube channel to expose the government's crimes. I can give you that channel. So into October of 2018, you guys told me here that someone stole it off my card and then escorted me out when I tried to report it. I went to the Gaston location to report it. They deprived me of the right to report it and security escorted me out. That's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of. Why the government can't get its story straight. Then they concocted that it was the government took it off my card. That's why I'm reporting the government's crimes. So then October, since they got away with their chaos, then I called and spoke with someone on my phone. Some kind of way they're forcing me to do a job search that no one else I've talked to had to do. So then in like May, they were forcing me to do some kind of job search. But here's the thing, I talked to them on my phone and they didn't tell me about the job search. So then they concocted in August of 2021, now they have concocted, I don't know what crimes the government's committing, but some kind of way they require me to do a job search that no one else has heard of. They just can't discriminate and require me to do things that no one else has to do. So then you cut them off again, August of 2021, you got away with the crime earlier, then did it again in August.
So only thing you can do is call EBT.
I'm here, I'm reporting crimes and I don't understand why I can't, so what happened August of 2021? What's the crime, what's the excuse now?
There's no crime back.
Okay, it is. If they lied, if they can't get their story straight about money being spent off my card, that is criminal. You just can't steal food stamps. So like they did in August. So what happened in August why I didn't get the food stamps?
You talking about August of what year?
2021, the one you were just talking about.
Because you didn't do an application to get food stamps.
I'm sorry?
But your benefits expired.
So many interruptions. She's helping that lady and then interrupting you. Then the other lady came over here and gave you paperwork that was written down, interrupted me, and then gave you paper written down on paper, or something written down on paper that you had to copy.
I think she's a what's called? I hear your DCA number.
You were helping me, ma'am. You just told me that something happened in August. Ma'am, I didn't get any paperwork saying why the benefits stopped. I didn't get anything telling me what I qualified for. Nothing, period.
So you didn't get nothing in the mail?
No, nothing at all. It didn't tell me how much I qualified for. It didn't tell me why I stopped. I talked to someone on the line. He did not tell me about any job search that I had to do that no one else had heard of. You just can't set up catch-22s to deprive someone of services like they've done years.
Well, there's nothing I can do in this part.
Well, you just told me that you saw something August 21st. Are you depriving me of the right to know what happened with my benefits?
I mean, ain't nothing I
Well,
can
I
do.
want to know. This is Health and Human Services.
You don't have anything here.
You just said something happened August 21st, 2020.
It's
21.
It's not 2021. I can't tell you anything. I know your case is denied. So
You don't want me to know why it's denied so I can correct the issue? Are you depriving me of services here? Like you guys have been getting away with years?
If you want, apply.
So you don't want me to know why it was denied because I never got any information on it.
Told me that they had until the 17th.
I don't understand why I wouldn't have constitutional rights like other parties. Anyone else can walk in here and find out why their benefits were denied except me.
He kept saying
That's a violation of my rights.
But I looked on her today and they said that they denied me. Can I find out why?
I mean,
Because I think it's because of my
ain't nothing else I can tell you.
So you don't want me to know why they were denied? You're depriving me of that right to know why at the Health and Human Services why they were denied.
Nothing else I can tell you. That's exactly.
Well, I need to escalate to your supervisor because it doesn't make sense for you not to want me to know how my benefits got denied.
She
Just a simple question, why were my benefits denied and she don't want me to know? What's your name?
My name is Gabriel Anderson.
I'm sorry?
Gabriel Anderson.
Yeah, they don't want me to know about my benefits. It's like a violation of my rights. Repetitively. I just want to know why they were denied. They didn't send me anything in the mail. Then it's like people are concocting schemes.
Hold on. Let me get her.
So I just want to know why they were denied. Why would I be deprived of the right to know why they were denied, costing me my food stamps? I'm at Health and Human Services now asking you why you did it. You don't want to look and see why you denied them?
Well,
And wouldn't it be easier if you just looked in your system to see why you denied my benefits for a second time?
I can't give you an answer yet until I look into the case to see if they were denied. I can't take
Right. She has the information.
Here, Miss.
You want me to write it again? If the government is concocting schemes to deprive me of my food stamps, that's criminal.
Well, the government's not concocting.
They are, because I've already reported a theft. This very location told me that they were stolen. And I tried to inform them I was in jail on false charges, so there was no way I could have spent
Well, that
them.
doesn't mean that the state did it. So all I can
They
do
did.
is-
They also sold Social Security Administration benefits, paid Attorney General child support payments. They did
We
it.
don't do that here at Health.
You did it because I reached that she
We don't
escorted
have
me
anything
out.
to do with the attorney.
She escorted me out when she told me that they were stolen off my card, and then Health and Human Services can't get their lot
I
straight.
can look at. I can answer your question.
Yeah, I wanted to know why they were denied. I didn't get
But I
anything in the mail. The representative didn't let me know these are crimes that are being covered for.
So I still need to look at your case.
Okay.
In order to give you the answer that you need, it's going to take a little bit of time. So when
I
I
waited
look at your
years.
case,
They had
Let's see what they concoct today.
to do it. And so, but
what's
they're
a
still
good phone
saying,
number?
but
Time for me to look up your case to see what happened. It's not a right now answer that I can give you because I'm not at my system in my office to look up your case. It is not just a simple answer or a broadband answer that I could give you.
Is that
with the
odd for me not to
questions
get
that
any
you were
information in the
asking.
mail on
So
why
is
my
there a
benefits were
good
discontinued?
phone number where I can contact you back on to give you the answers that you need? Because I physically at this moment, I am not able to give you the answers that you need without a thorough case review.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand. So the simple question is, were my benefits denied? You don't want me to know. You have to do a thorough case review. Multiple parties have came in and got information on
Are
their
you
case, but
able
I'm
to
deprived of
answer
that.
the questions or not? Because that is everything that you are stating, ma'am. It are not facts. They are opinions. I deal in facts. If you
Okay,
want
well,
me
the
to
fact
give you
is that at this
facts-
location, they told me they were stolen. Then they couldn't get their life straight, and then they changed it to the state had took it off my card. The state is committing a lot
If
of
you feel
crimes.
somebody stole your stuff off of your account, you can call the Office of Inspector General. It's the fraud department.
Okay, well, you are depriving me of the right to. I can give you my number.
I'm
You're
not
deprived. You're
depriving
covering for the
you.
crime a second time at this location.
What's a good
Do you want me to write it down?
right? What
The number down. Can you give me a piece of paper so I can write it down? This will be your second time covering for the crime. I can give you my YouTube channel.
I don't. I will be
It
giving
was
you a
done.
call back.
So you're stating now that I'm
No, I
deprived of
said
the
we don't
answers.
I said this Health and Human Services, the Food Stamp Medicaid TANF office, that is not in our control.
I'm just
Our
asking for
authority.
why I was
We don't
denied,
handle
and I'm asking you if that's normal for me not to get any literature or any mail period regarding
I
it,
will answer all of your questions.
as well
after
as
I
any
do
mail
a
or
thorough
literature
case
regarding the
review.
state
Is
taking
there
it off my
anything
card.
else that I can help you with at this
So you don't want me to know if that's
particular
odd that I
moment
didn't get any
where I can answer
literature.
other questions
I don't know why you'd be
pertaining
rude,
to
ma'am, and
your
the state's
food
stealing from
stamps.
me. And they've been doing it years. So my question is, when they take the benefits back, or whatever happened that you can't find right now, as they couldn't find it when the payments were stolen. So is it normal for me not to get any information?
No, that is not normal.
Okay,
That-
so
that
do you
should
have
come to
job
you in
searches
the
only for
mail.
certain people that are required job searches?
That has nothing to do with us. That's
I just wanted
TWC.
to, I'm sorry?
That's the Texas Workforce.
Okay, so they make certain people do job searches. They do that on their own?
The Texas Workforce Center.
Okay.
To comply with the ENT requirements for the food stamp program, that's a requirement, but the job search portion, that's with TWC, not with Health and Human
Okay, well, I was railroaded because I told him that what was going on with me, and I was doing job searches, and I talked to someone on the phone, and they didn't tell me about it.
That would be an issue
No,
with
I turned it
TWC
in
that you.
I did, and they keep covering for it as they've done years for other crimes, ma'am. I've escalated to ombudsman and all that, and I can't find anyone that's not conspirators in major crimes.
The only thing that I can advise you to do is to continue to take it up with TWC because that is not. within
But
the realm of
are you a supervisor?
I am the supervisor.
And you're
of the program.
refusing to do an investigation for any crimes, period, like the
I'm
Social Security
refusing to do an
Administration and Attorney
investigation on
General.
something that's outside of Health and Human Services. That's not our
They told me,
jurisdiction.
ma'am,
So
that
again,
so you spent the
Is
card.
there anything else that I could do for
Ma'am,
you
it's a
pertaining to
misunderstanding.
the food stamps?
There's a misunderstanding. They told me the money was spent off the card. Here.
And I told you I will do a thorough case review on your case.
Okay.
I need time to review the information. I'm not going to give you a broadband answer that's full of lies or fillers just to accommodate
I don't understand
you right
why
now.
my cases everywhere I go need so much time.
That's
But okay.
fine, because it requires time to do a
Yeah,
thorough
to
case
get
review.
a
And
lot
will do
straight, I
that,
imagine
and I
it
will
would.
give you a call back, and I will give
So
you the
now
answers that
you
you
have
need.
to call me back to get the answers on the criminal activity happening here. So I don't
No.
have rights like anyone else, and you
I
are
don't
required
give
to
you
call me
answers
back.
on criminal activity. We don't.
You're
do that
committing the
here.
crimes here. Look at
I
it on our
told you,
YouTube
if
channel.
you feel like something happened to you, you need to call fraud. That's the Office of Inspector General. That has nothing to do with us. We
Yeah,
don't
I mean, these
handle
are
that.
felonies that are wrecking up all over the place, ma'am. Okay, now I am deprived of my right to get it in person because you don't have your lie straight, and you will call me back. Is that
If you
what's going
feel that
on?
we are depriving
So
of
you're
your
calling me
rights,
back,
you
ma'am,
can
with the
contact
answers?
the ombudsman.
So when will I expect this call?
You can expect this call today.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. And I'm trying to report crimes, and you're depriving me of the right to
No,
report
I
it.
am not.
Okay, that's what I'm reporting.
If
and
you have a crime that you would like to report, that's what 911 is for.
well, why would you deprive me of the right to report stolen
I'm
food stamps?
not.
That's your job duty.
No, it's not my
It
job.
is your job duty. You report
done?
stolen benefits to Health and Human Services.
No, that's
if you deprive me of that
no,
right,
it is
I thought
not.
that would be conspiring
That is
with
for
crimes.
fraud. That is for the
If that's what
Office of
happened with
Inspector
fraud,
General.
it's fraud.
You need to contact the Office of Inspector General. We
Wow.
don't handle that
Okay,
in
you've
this
been
office.
covering for crimes a long time, ma'am. This is
Yes,
who's doing it right here. That's the person that's committing the crime.
I'm not. And that's a law.
What you covering for this is a crime. So I want people to see what crimes you're committing at a multitude of locations, what I have to go through. I have an excellent lawsuit for you, covering for my the payments being stolen.
You're gonna have to go, ma'am.
I'm leaving.
'Cause you can't be doing, you can film me, I don't care, take a picture, but you gotta go out the door.
This is what I didn't even film at Gaston.
That's all right.
They
It's
already are
just
prepared
allowed
and
to
waiting
be
on me
filming
enforcing
people.
crimes.
So keep on filming, but you got to go, cause you can't
I'm
be in
going
here
out the
doing-
door. I'm going out the door.
Okay, come on.
You're not. You that doesn't surprise you that they stole food stamps from anyone.
I don't know nothing about that, ma'am.
But
I don't
my
have nothing to
YouTube
do
channel,
with the food
KEYANA, Kiana Clark Keith.
Okay, that's fine, but I don't have nothing to do with that.
This is the location. Years of this. They don't have a right to keep on removing me because they can't get their lie straight at a multitude of locations. It doesn't even make sense for them to try to force to call me back so they can try to get a lie together. Multitude of people get information on their case. I witness this at every location, even at the 255th District Court. Since they don't have their lie together, they force me to leave with no explanation for the chaos they consistently keep putting me through. So they don't have their lives together. You just witnessed it. They are committing crimes with no consequences. So it sounds like the government is incriminating themselves, enforcing that I handle business on my phone. So I'm in person, but they don't want to do it. They are forcing me to do it on my phone. So I don't have rights like normal citizens that I have witnessed go in and out of that building to get help. No, I don't have rights like that. They want me to enforce that I speak with these scammers and then require me to do it over the phone like they did at the Attorney General. Forcing me, like they did at the FBI, forcing me to speak with the scammers they have set up on their phone out of their mental illness and consistently keep getting away with it. Child support, CPS, forcing me to only report child abuse, period, on the planet now. Now the only way is to do it over my phone, and they've been covering up for it for years. Are you starting to see a pattern that I tried to communicate before COVID? That someone has a mental illness that's running a lot of people that could possibly be a threat to national security? So they didn't give me an option to restart the benefits, any education, or any resolution, as they have deprived me of resolutions for years. If I've been denied, why is it impossible to restart it? Or give me what I needed to restart the benefits? The procedure when it was denied, and it's just a pig.